All right, folks. Good afternoon. If you're West Coast, good evening. If you're East Coast, good morning. If you're in Europe. But what I'm going to do today is two different things. The first thing I'm going to do is review some setups from this week. We've had two trading days now. We're halfway through the week. I'm going to talk about some stocks from my watch list, some from the swing trades ideas, some from the day trade ideas, review their setups and how they panned out. Then after that, what I'm going to do is go to some new charts. Now, these charts are going to be provided by you guys. Joe Grind already gave me INTC. There's a couple I want to look at, but I want to hear from you guys. Any interesting stocks you've heard of or seen today that could have some interesting setups to the upside or downside. Then we're going to go through those. So to start off with, I'm going to go through some of my stocks and some of the stuff I've been trading this week, some of the stuff I had in my watch list this week. And yeah, we're going to start with that. Okay, so first on my radar, I had a couple that I was deviating between, but the first one I'm gonna go with SMCI. Okay, SMCI. I'm gonna just tell you now. I'm going SMCI. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna go SMCI. Then I'm gonna go HIMS. Then I'm gonna go Palantir. Okay, SMCI. We're gonna start like this. All right. So I'll zoom in a little bit. Reason I said SMCI calls a couple of days ago before the week started, right? So there is a clear reason I said SMCI calls. The orange line is a 9-day moving average. The green line is a 21-day moving average. The red line is a 200-day moving average. As you can see, since the whole of February, we've been running up. Last week, we consolidated a little bit. We pulled back to test the moving average. We pushed up at the end of the week and closed above the 200 MA. All of this here is bullish. It means the stock is more likely to go up than down. So guess what, guys? Guess what I wrote in my watch list? I'm actually going to read it word for word for you, right? SMCI, extremely bullish since their earnings report. This is the earnings report right here. Last week, Tuesday, all right? So it's been extremely bullish since their earnings report. It's got plenty of upside, and I have been eyeing calls, especially as this has one of my favorite swing setups. 9 and 21 moving average cross to the upside, which is called a golden cross. Daily close above the 200 EMA, and we also got a pullback / test of the moving average before we moved on higher. Last week, we talked about swing trading. In that session, I talked about swing trade ideas, swing trade setups. This is one perfect one. We get the break above the moving averages. We get the moving averages crossing to the upside. We get a retest. We get some consolidation, a test of the MAs, and boom. We've also come out of this little, I won't call it a pure zone, but right here, I'm gonna do this. Oh gosh, not that. I'm gonna do this. Where is this? There we go. I'm gonna do this. So this is a daily chart, right? This is consolidation. I'm gonna draw it all the way across, just like this, to form a zone. And we just broke out of that zone, okay? Now, that's why I said SMCI. Unfortunately, I didn't get in because yesterday was already up when I saw it. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna wait for it to come down a little bit. Look at the hourly chart. From the 13th of February, last Thursday, every push up, we got some sell off and we continued going higher. Sell off, going higher. Sell off, going higher. Now we've broken below the moving averages. There could be more downside here, but we're not here to review what's gonna happen. We're reviewing what has already happened. But either way, from it was down here, $37. Every push up we sold off, and we made from here, from Thursday, we made higher highs, higher lows, continued uptrending. Now we've kind of got a break of the pattern, so we could see something else. But again, I'm just reviewing what's already happened, right? So the setup was there with SMCI. Your daily chart, you can see the setup was there, right? The weekly chart tells you more than it needs to tell you, right? 9 and 21 crossing over. Great week last week, finished strong. And yeah, great week last week, great week the week before last week, finished strong, starting to come out of the zone. Funny thing is, SMCI is going to pull back some more, so we're at $58 now post market. We could still go up to 95 within the next few months. Don't be surprised within a couple months if SMCI is back up here, 97, 96, $97. You know, we were just there back in July. So again, by 2025 July, we might be up there again, right? We might be up there again. So that was the first one. What I say I'm going to do next? Hims, right? Hims and then Palantisi. Hims and hers. Okay. So for Hims, right? And this is what I love about the stock market, right? You can be a nobody. You can learn absolutely nothing about stocks and you can jump in the market and catch some money off momentum, right? So Hims, we've been talking about this one from it was $31. Again, ideal swing setup. 9 and 21 crossing to the upside. Bit of couldn't like again, we can draw the same little zone. This is a bit of consolidation here. We can go across. We can do that. We can do that. You know, we can even, you know, right, we fell out of the zone, came straight back into it. Started break above, right? You can also do this. If you don't want to put the zone there, you can simply do this. You can put some resistance here, right? Either way. So I had a resistance of 34. We pushed up, sold off, pushed up, sold off, pushed up, pushed up, sold off, pushed up again, sold off, pushed up. This is pure momentum. Look at the weekly chart. Look at this. How can you have a stock which has 7 green weeks in a row? 1 green week, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bro, it's incredible. But again, this is momentum. When everyone's flocking to a stock, when everyone's speaking about it on social media, when everyone's writing about it on Twitter, posting about it on YouTube, when that kind of stuff is happening, you just got to play the momentum, right? Play pure momentum. So we've seen SoFi do it before. Hims is doing it now. And I bet you what? I bet you we look intraday, 15-minute chart, right? We're gonna keep going back. Keep going back. Keep going back. Here we go. Here we go. The line of support is here, right? Line of resistance support. We never got that high. We finally broke it at the end of January. We came back towards it, start of February. We didn't touch it. And again, this is the 15-minute chart. So short, maybe it could be moved up here. Maybe, I don't know. This is the 15-minute chart, right? The line was drawn on the daily chart. So it might not be as accurate on the 50-minute chart. Either way, we pushed up. We never came back near that line. We just kept making higher highs, higher lows. When we did get a bit of sell-off, cool, on a 50-minute chart, it looks a little bit bearish, right? It looks a bit bearish, 50-minute chart. Go back to the hourly, right? Go back to the hourly, and you'll see, oh, wait, it's just climbing. It's just climbing. It's a bit of pullback. It's a bit of a pullback. It's going to go higher, right? Pulling back to go higher. Cool. A bit of consolidation on the hourly. Zoom out again, right? Consolidation on the hourly. Let's zoom out again. And then you realize that consolidation is just to take us higher. Again, take us higher. It's like we're just steadily moving on higher. We're selling off. The dips are getting bought off, right? Dips are getting bought up. This here is people taking profit. This here is people taking profit. Just for it to move higher. That's what it is. It's never going to go like straight up. It's always going to go up, kind of come down a bit, up again, come down a little bit. That is what's going to happen, right? You need, like I said last week in the swing trade, session, you need swing highs and retests. If we zoom in, let me show you the swing highs and let me show you the retests. All right. These are the swing highs. These are the swing highs. These down here are the retests. Swing highs again, retests. You need the retest so you can enter a trade. Right? Again, I think it was literally $31 when I first mentioned it, maybe even a little bit less. Right? Way back middle of January. Right? It's doubled since then. We're up at 60, 68, or almost to 70. It's 150%, sorry, 135% since then. Right? This is what I say. This is when I say I'm trading the trend. Right? Anything, look at the daily chart on Hims. When was the last time you see back-to-back red candles? 8th of January. That's over a month ago. So why would anyone try and get puts on this for swing? I'm trading the trend. If I see more than 2 or 3 red candles, sure, then maybe it's not. Maybe it's no longer a pullback. Maybe it is bearish. But if it's just one red candle, that's a pullback. Pullback for us to go higher to the upside. See 4-hour chart. All right, there's a couple red candles. You might be a bit suspicious, but again, you go to the daily. You're like, it never really closes red though. Ran up $13 today, $14, $15 at open. Look, 5 minutes. We can get a real nice look on this. Come on, be serious. Look, from open at 58. We opened at 58. We ran up to highs of 73. Come on. When it pulled back here, you know it's pulling back to go higher until, it breaks below the moving averages. If it holds the moving averages, it's still bullish. When we finally broke the moving averages, they went to the downside on the 5-minute chart. Sure, it's bearish. Until then, it is bullish. Palantir. I'm disappointed in this one, but I expected this. Yesterday, I was just looking at it. Yesterday after market, I was looking at it because I zoomed out and I said, wait. I said, look, we've been bullish for like 7 months straight, right? The little dip we did have, we came down from like 80, 84 to like 61. All right, it happens. There's going to be people taking profits at specific price targets, right? Let me check my watch list. Let me read out what I said. What did I say today? I said, let me see. Where's the watch list? I said, Palantir, we bought in early and it's paying off big time, as it was, right? Go to the 4-hour chart, as it was, As long as the market is doing well, this will continue doing well. So I will look at calls each time it pulls back, calls to 122, calls to 125. Let's review how we've gone this week, the first couple of days. 50-minute chart. Remember, I said calls to 122, calls to 125. What's the highest we reached this week? It was this morning, 125.37. Price target hit. If somebody says they're eyeing calls to 122, calls to 125, and we'll look at calls each time it pulls back, then I'm not saying I'm magical or something. I'm not saying I'm a wizard, but hey, if it hits 125, maybe I should have been more aware. Maybe I should have sold some shares. Maybe I should have done something differently. But again, 125 was my price target. Why? I know people are taking a profit at 125. I've looked at the flow. I've looked at what people are doing. I've read what people are doing. 125 is a price target. 125 was somewhere where people were looking to sell. And guess what happened with 125? We dropped to 106. So maybe I could have traded puts. In this case, I didn't. In this case, calls to 125, calls to 122 were enough. Look, this is how we opened yesterday. Crazy push. See a long wick as well. Big body candle before 4 back-to-back red candles. We bled for an hour straight. Finally recovered. It's hot today. And then, again, profit taking turned into a huge sell-off. Yesterday, the profit taking happened early. Today, the profit taking happened real late, last 15 minutes. Now, of course, we combine the fundamentals with the technicals. The huge news, which absolutely completely killed the stock, was, of course, the CEO mentioned that he's selling $1.2 billion worth of shares. We all know that's never a good thing. And, yeah, right, there's nothing else you can say, nothing else you can do, right? On the 5-minute chart, that's nasty, right? Like 15 red candles in a row. Or maybe not 15, but 10 red candles in a row. Either way, it was a horrible sell-off. You could have also predicted a bigger price move because of consolidation, right? This is the 5-minute chart. This right here, consolidation, right? This right here, consolidation. A big move is coming. We've already hit our price target 125. We've sold off since. Consolidating now. A big move is coming. A big move is coming down. And you know what, folks? Yeah. Yep. We closed below the 9-day moving average. Beware now. Beware. Because it could get ugly. I can see it coming down to 100. One of those round numbers. I can see people taking profit down to 100. Earnings was great. We gapped up. The stock has been on a crazy run. It's bound to sell off. It said the sell-offs will be hard. There'll be a lot of people who got into the stock, like me, in the teens, in the 20s, in the 30s, who are, I mean, I looked at my portfolio today at the beginning of the day. I was up 196% on Palantir shares. Average cost is in the 20s. So it's, yeah, it's obviously sold off way more now. But yeah, be aware. Be aware. This could sell off to down to 100. I don't think we're going to go down to get that gap from before earning, but I do think we can come down to 100, flat number, kind of where the gap started before. Last one I'm going to do from, well, the last two I'm going to do, reviewing SoFi. I'm going to start with SoFi. So the analysis from SoFi was, I'm going to trade SoFi up to $17. We are currently in calls, small accounts and big accounts. We got a nice bounce on my level of support at 1450. 1842 is my price target for February. So 1842 up here, right, these highs is my price target for February. So we obviously have, what, 9 days, 10 days to complete that. Currently, it bounced off my support at 1450, uptrended. Came down a little bit further, which is normal. I'm looking for more upside. Again, inverted hammer there on the daily, so be careful. But once again, 9 and 21 cross to the upside. 921 and 50 or 921 and 200 are my favorite indicators to use for swing trading. Daily chart looked nice. We saw a break above. We saw it starting to break above. We saw Friday's momentum, bullish momentum. Again, I said, hey, I'm going to take calls. Again, these are kind of like momentum plays. When SoFi catches steam, you know it can go 2, 3, 4 days back to back, just steaming, just flying, right? And all you got to do is get in the trade. Take the chance to get in the trade. If it pays off, it pays off. If it don't, it don't. So, yeah, that's SoFi. 4 hour also looked nice for SoFi, right? We've got a nice triple cross here. We've got a pullback now, but we've wicked off and it looks like we could pull on higher. Of course, we can also come down lower. It's a possibility, right? Come down 70 cents to back to 15.30, but hopefully that doesn't occur. All right, now the one you've all been waiting for, Robinhood. So Robinhood right now, this is what I like to. This is what I say about swing trading. You got to zoom out, right? Instantly, you see we wicked off. We're still above the moving averages. We're still completely bullish, right? And if you're swing trading with me, you're swinging to the end of February, right? You don't care about what's happening right now. You don't care what's happened in the last 20 minutes. You don't care what's happened in the last 2 days. You care about the end of February. If we break below the moving averages, sure, we might go down to 54. If we do what it looked like it's doing, if we do what it's been doing, patterns tend to repeat themselves, and they have been for the past 8 weeks, right? They have been for the past 8 weeks. Hood's going to come down, and it's going to continue uptrending, right? It's going to hold, and it's going to continue uptrending. But again, people look at what's happening right now, the here and now. People look at the 15-minute chart. They say, it's below the moving averages. Back-to-back red days. This and that. That's fine. Hourly. It's looking bad. Cool. If we hold above 200 and start uptrending, the green and the orange crossover, we're looking much better. 4 hours. Okay, 4 hours starting to get a little bit more scary. Understandable. Daily's telling me all I need to know. If we hold here and start uptrending again, the daily would have told its story. So again, different time frames tell different stories. The 4 hour right now is saying, be careful, it could get a bit scary, right? But it said that before, last week. It said it before, the week before. The daily chart is saying, no, listen, it's not getting too scary yet. We were just overextended. We were way above the moving averages. We're just coming back down to test them. This is the retest I was talking about. We get the tests, we get the retests. This is one of those retests that I was talking about last week. Okay? So that's the first half of the session, okay? Very first half of the session. Now I'm going to go to the chat. I'm going to go to the lounge chat, and I'm going to ask you guys for what tickers you want me to look for. I'm going to start with Joe Grind. He's going to be first because he gave me the ticker he wanted me to look at, which is Intel, INTC. Don't forget that Trump did talk about a tariff he's putting on semiconductors, which is 25%, and it may increase in the future. He said that. So I'm looking at INTC right now. All right. I mean, obviously, a nice base formed here. Nice base formed, right? That's a daily chart. Weekly chart is also nice. Got a nice bounce on the level of support. We haven't really fallen below that. Got a break above the 200 moving average. We're coming down. Hello. Little dog just came through. And so we got a break above the 200 moving average and we closed above the 200 moving average. Guess what, guys? This is the nice setup. We might have to come down a little bit before we move higher, but this is a nice setup right here. Consolidation along the base. We got the base. So different. We got the base. See, some people call this a triple bottom. But then we got level of support. We got the consolidation here on the daily chart. This right here, consolidation, 4 or 5 days in a row. We got a break above moving averages. We got a cross to the upside. It's a nice setup. This is a nice setup. This is something that we could swing trade. So let me see if you guys have dropped any tickers in the chat. I'm gonna do that. How do I see this chat? I just launched chat. Okay, there we go. Later on, can we go over some of your personal rules for swing trading? I see in your watches tab you like 9 and 21 crossover. To upside and close about 200. Then we just explained it. I got to get them. Okay, yeah. Can we look at Hood after this? Yeah, we've seen Hood. Hood, 15 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour look a little bit scary. Daily looks nice. Daily looks like, okay, yeah. Daily looks like, yeah. Daily looks like what hymns looked like last week. Okay. So, yeah. I like Microsoft. When you guys asked me last week about what you would do 15K if you had 15K to use on swings, this is the kind of thing I'll be looking for. My entry would be at 417. Maybe 419. For one of the best entry, 417. Cross above the moving averages. Close above the moving averages. Moving averages cross the upside. I would target at 437. We was just there. We were just at 445 3 weeks ago. We can get back there in the next month. Microsoft, we got a nice reversal. We've got a nice reversal pattern. We've got 5 green candles in a row. Today was the 6th one, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got 5 in a row, including the consolidation and the break above the moving average. This is nice. It's a nice setup. This is very plain and simple, but it's nice. Hi here, sorry. Newbie here. What do you mean by price target? 61.42, 62.43. Do I set a limit at this range to take profit? So if you had shares, you'd set the limit at that range to take profit. But since you're doing options, you'll just have to set alerts on your chart at those price targets. So what I mean is, right, 61.42. You can mark these levels. 61.42. Right? That's one level. And 62.43. That's another level. Might be better to go to 4 hour for this one. 62.43. Right? So those are the 2 levels I'm looking at. Right? The bottom of the pullback last time, that's the first price target. And then so at the bottom of the candles where they pull back to, that's the first price target. And then where we got the break below last time, as well as the break above. So this is the break above, the second price target. This is the break below the second price target, right? If that helps, hopefully. As you can see, we kind of got rejected by the first price target today. But you would set alerts when the price crosses those places to the upside, just so you know, okay, price has moved past there, let's see what happens. It could go back to the highs, sure, but it could also just get rejected at these two levels. Just like what happened with Palantir. When 122, 125 were my price targets. At those levels, it dropped off. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Exactly. No, you're exactly. And a lot of people that are new won't know this, but the reason I got in is because I know this is a momentum play, right? Look at the stock over the last couple weeks. It was down just a couple weeks ago. It was down at 48. It went all the way up to the 67. So I said, okay, yesterday was a red day. Yesterday it pulled back. Let me get in now, just in case it decides, hey, I want to jump up again. It pulled back a bit further, which is completely normal. So I, like Bob said, I got in early. Nothing wrong with that, but I got in early. Now this is another level. If we break below, then I'm like, okay, maybe it's not. Like I said, 4 hours looking scary. I'll admit that 4 hour is looking scary. Without the support and resistance, 4 hours looking scary. So you just got to be aware of that, right? The thing with this kind of play is it's fundamentals mixed with technicals. It's hot right now. People are flocking to this stock. This stock was about 20 something dollars, if I remember correctly. Yeah, $28 in November. $28, bro. Because I remember we're trading it in the small account challenge. It's doubled since then. Those are the kind of plays that are hot. They're hot. That's all. Joe Grind said, "Can you point out the break of structure?" Yeah, if it breaks below this level of support, that's going to be the break of structure. What other stocks? VERV, OKTR, VERV. This is a bearish play. And then when I see this, haha, it could be moving high. See, 4 hour says, hey, this could be looking like it wants to come down more, like 50 cents, which is like 5%. Daily says, wait a second, we still holding moving averages, we above all the moving averages. Um, Daily also says, see, this is the daily chart. Daily chart says we're coming down to go higher. We're coming down to go higher. We came down. We're gonna go higher. It's a higher high, higher high, higher high. Look at the wicks. So VRV, this is one where I'd wait for it to start uptrending again, and then take look, last time we did 1, 2, 3, 4 green days in a row. I wait for it to come down and start uptrending again, and then take advantage of it. That's a good one though. OKTA, easy. This one's easy. Holding moving averages all day long on the daily really is nice, right? It's up there, but it's overextended. It's coming down a little bit, and they've got earnings in a couple weeks, so just beware. They're going to get some hype going into earnings. It's going to get some bullish momentum going into earnings. It's holding the MAs though, right? Get some more volume in this, and it's going to go up again. I see this going to 100, retesting the same 100 from last week. We traded it last week. Pretty simple, okay? Just pulling back to go higher. This one, if we have another green day, sorry, if we have another day like we did today, where it's just down a percent or up a percent, or 0.5%. That's more consolidation before a bigger move. Okay. Look at PayPal and TEM. PayPal. PayPal suffered because of earnings. It's okay, it happens. Until then, you saw the stock was doing really well. I rejected at my level of resistance. $92 was my resistance. Sold off our earnings, like I said. It started recovering since then. You know, we were down at $75. We start recovering. We in between the MAs here. But once we break out, get some momentum, we could push higher. In the meantime, we could get stuck between the MAs. Who knows? But yeah, weekly chart shows it's bearish because of the earnings. You know, when you sell off like that in a week, you know, you're below the moving averages, it looks a bit more bearish. Like, I mean, as you guys know, I do fundamentals, which is news, research, earnings, all that kind of stuff. And I do technicals, which is trading view, which is Greeks, which is moving averages, which is indicators. But the reason I'm saying that is because I know about the PayPal business model. Um, you guys know about you guys know about Venmo. You guys know about obviously PayPal. You guys know about Stripe's issues. You guys know about all that kind of stuff. And yeah, the reason I say PayPal is like they've had their earnings. Okay, it didn't go well. That's fine. But I know about the business model. The CEO he took charge in November 20 or September 2023 when it was down. Yeah, so this is okay. Yeah, September 2023 around here when it was down $58, and he's just been fueling the revival of this stock, right? So yeah, the stock has suffered a little bit, but if you look at the whole context, well, it's 78 now. It was 58 18 months ago, right? So again, you know, the CEOs refueling, refueling this company, reviving it. They're doing a lot of things right. So I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried about PayPal. I think it's more upside potential, but we need to break above the moving averages first. And that's another thing. If you can use technical analysis and sprinkle a little bit of fundamentals on it, you get some enough confirmation to do some stuff. Like HIMS, again, that's a bit of fundamentals on top of the technicals. HIMS, that's why it kept going. Um, TEM and Oscar, that's a stock, right? Yeah. TEM, simple. We marked it last week, right? I'm gonna go for the 4 hour for this. 4 hours, nice, right? Swing highs, pullbacks, higher highs, pullback, swing highs, pullback, consolidation, a little bit of consolidation, higher, 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 pulls back, higher, pulls back. It's gonna go higher. $100 is the price target. I am not worried about TEM. I'm not in it anymore, but I'm not worried about it. If you're in it, you got a good entry. I think it can pull back a little bit more, to 80 flat. But again, I mean, 81, yeah, maybe more 81 because of the 4 hour chart. We shall see. OSCR. But yeah, Thames is also a momentum play, right? Nancy Pelosi is backed by Nancy Pelosi. So it ain't going to just die like without anyone knowing what's going on. OSCR, great chart. We had the downside. We got the reversal pattern. Got a doji there. Green candles back to back. Got a pullback. Nice 3 red candles pullback. 4 hour. 4 hour says it's bullish because above the moving averages. Daily says we've got the crossover on the moving average coming. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, I look to trade this back up to these highs, but we had the. It's not really inside. I mean, sorry, outside bar, is it? Nah, oh, not quite. But yeah, we had the downside. Now we're starting to get the upside. If you zoom out, you'll be like, oh shoot, oops. If you zoom out, you're like, oh, was that 23? Oh, okay. Oh wait, it was at 36 when it IPO'd. Interesting. Just so you know, right? OSCR, that's a good one though. Are these calls normally recorded? Yes, this call is being recorded, so you'll be able to watch this back, and you'll be able to watch all the ones from last week, weeks before, all that kind of stuff. Verb like a rising witch. ERV. Which time frame? Let's see. Daily, I guess. Yeah. It depends where we go. Yeah, I mean, we want to draw it like this, right? If you want to draw it like this, let's say, well, let's draw it like this. draw like this. I mean, you'd have to slice through. I mean, if you're doing a rising wedge here, it would have to be this then. Because you draw from the lows, right? Yeah, yeah, just a bull flag. Yeah, yeah, yep, yep. This right here, yeah, yeah. That I agree with that. The rising wedge was nearly there though, nearly there. This there, yeah. That's the bull flag. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's also good. But at least, hey, I appreciate that. Yeah. For the people that are who don't understand what a rising wedge is, just different situation. But rising wedge is a bearish pattern. So when you got two trend lines converging. So for example, I'm gonna just do this right. When you got two lines converging, two trend lines converging, so like this, and then the other one might be like this. Right, they're converging. Well, that's a bit. Hold on, that's a bit ugly. Right, a price is going into here. It price could just start falling out and selling off. So it's two converging trend lines, and it's just a bearish pattern. That's all. Which means price might be coming down. But this one is a bull flag, so it looks like it could be getting ready to break out to the upside. Good looks though. Thank you for that, because it's also important to so you know terminology. AMD, Avgo, Walmart, Shop, BBAI, CELH, CRM. All right, let's do it. AMD. So again, I like to mix technicals with fundamentals. AMD for me is a $200 stock within the next couple of years. Right now, it's suffering. It's getting killed. I'm gonna tell you guys a secret. Last year, AMD was up here, right? I'm gonna show you guys. Hold on. Last year, March, AMD was up here, $211. All over my timeline, every single day, people were saying, AMD is a huge buy. AMD is a huge buy. AMD is I love AMD. AMD is the one to get. Blah blah blah. Okay, AMD is now half that, 114. I'm gonna tell you a secret, guys. If you like the long term game, you want those shares game, I'm gonna put you on right now. I'm not even joking. AMD is one. If people were shouting about AMD at 217, those same people are quiet now, but if they were smart, they would know that AMD is even a better discount at 117, 114, all that stuff. So I think right now, though, because you got Nvidia, this company, and SMCI, a couple others, AMD is not really respected. Again, this is fundamentals. This is not technicals. It's fundamentals. AMD is not really respected. Their CEO is Lisa Su. She's real committed to this company. She's done business in the last 10 years. I had this stock in 2018. It was about $30, 20, 28, $30 stock. It's now, the fact that it's 114 now, all the way down from 217, is quite crazy to me. These guys are positioned well for success. There's going to be new chip models. Tech is going to continue advancing. AMD is going to have opportunities. The same way AI brought a lot of opportunities to Nvidia, AI will bring opportunities to AMD, right? It's a serious stock. It's a serious stock. So right now the market cap is 185 billion. It has $1 trillion potential. This one does. It does have $1 trillion potential. AMD does. So long term, upwards. Down. Sorry, right now, short term. Yeah, take it step by step. Like I would say, AMD calls, but it's just take it step by step because it can come down again. Look, up, drop, up, big drop, up again, big drop can come. So for me, this is safer to play long term with shares and stuff. Yeah, he gave me 5 tickets though. AMD, Avgo, Walmart. Walmart, I know Walmart. I like Walmart. This is calls. Just coming down to the moving average again. Daily and the 4 hour looking nice. Consolidation on the 4 hour. Walmart is calls. That's pretty simple. It's up there. 5 green weeks in a row. And then Avgo, right? Again, calls. Consolidation on the 4 hour. Daily chart. Oh, wait. Might not be calls. Let's see. Let's see if it can hold here. If it can hold here, calls. If it starts to drop, look at the put down to 195. Could get a big drop. Well, I mean, first 215, then eventually 195. 195 could be a good price target. But if we can hold the moving averages are there for a reason. That's where price tends to move on average. 4 hour charts consolidation. Yeah, good chart. That's one you want to wait. You want to wait with Avgo. You just want to wait. He gave me a lot of stocks. What did he give? Shopify. Oh, so again, let me talk about long term real brief. Shopify, I mentioned this one. It was $58, right? The biggest e-commerce company in the world. Shopify right now is 127. When you zoom out, you're like, oh, this is nice. Right now, this is just steadily uptrending. It's just this is just steady, right? Daily chart steady. 4 hour chart steady. We came down a little bit, but we still got potential to the upside, right? Hourly, I'm not too worried. If you want to swing this, yeah, it looks like a nice swing. That's what I want to say. Just make sure you get in on the pullback. BBAI, there we go. Big Bear puts all day long on the 1 hour. 4 hours says puts all day long. 9 and 21 crossing to the downside. Daily chart says, hey, we closed below the 9-day moving average. It looks like it's puts time. Hammer candle, kind of, on the daily time frame. Yep, it can come down because it had its good time from $3. It tripled. Time to come down, Big Bear. Time to turn you to a little bear. So this is the AMD pullback for a comeback. They aren't going to sit out the GPU race for long. They are not going to sit out the GPU race for long. Good point. Celsius. All right. Let me talk to you about Celsius, man. Let me talk to you about Celsius. Celsius. Let's zoom out on Celsius, right? This is a stock that was 80, 90, 100, $100 back in March last year, and then again in May last year. This is the nastiest double top on Celsius. But the good thing is, we've sold off all this way. We're starting to recover. If I'm you guys, again, little secret, I'm going to give you some gems today. Celsius, I go get a $50 call expiring in December. I go get a $35 call expiring in June. I get some shares at $20, $26. Anything under $30, I think is a buyer. Now, the only problem is they got earnings coming up, right? Earnings is tomorrow. Is it post? Oh, yeah, earnings is tomorrow. Do I buy the shares tomorrow? Do I go and put a few thousand in tomorrow, or do I wait until earnings? Because it's like the cheap can get cheaper. It's cheap right now, $26. It can get cheaper. I'm gonna make that decision. Make sure you guys remind me tomorrow. Celsius, though, we broke above moving averages. We had a nice little gap up, right? Up what? How much percent? 14%. It's nice to see. 4 hour chart is starting to look better. We're holding around the moving average, but we could start breaking above, right? 4 hour, we could start breaking above. 1 hour, we're above. 15 and 5 minute, we're way above, of course. Way above. We're good. But daily is saying, hey, we've had such a poor 9, 10 months. We're ready to go up again. Just watch this one. Like I said, if I'm you, $50 call for December. They're probably real cheap. If I'm you, $35 call for June, July. All right, I'm going to do 5 more tickers and then we out of here because we're just about to reach the hour mark. CRM, Salesforce. Salesforce is an interesting one, right? Hold on, let me just type the chat real quick. So Salesforce is an interesting one. So CRM looks like we could be performing a double bottom here, some kind of double bottom. But again, if you want to trade puts, I feel like you kind of missed the put action. If you want to trade calls, you're a little bit early. You're still below the MAs. The 4 hour chart is consolidating, but is it for a move to the upside or downside? Right? All this in here, is it for a move to? You see? Are we going up? How long is this lasting? You just want to wait for it to give you something clear. I'm saying it's probably going up especially ahead of earnings, you know, consolidating to break out. But again, you want to be patient. So that's one. DVN, that's number two. Let's go for it. DVN, energy. Well, 7% on the day. You need this to come down a little bit, gapped up. Nice chart, 921 crossing over. This is nice. This is real nice. Inverted hammer though, because of the crazy open it had, the crazy day it's had. Only a $25 billion market cap though. Interesting. I'll wait for this to come down. It's not really one you want to touch right now. As up, it's up away from moving averages. Weekly charts probably, yep, close above so far. 4 hour, yeah, probably come down a little bit to 36.53. 1 hour, yeah, 1 hour shot at the gate, came down a little bit. Was at 38.79, came down a little bit. All right, three more. COMP, Compass. Oh, I know this one. This one's getting hyped. Yeah. Listen, I don't touch this. Let it come down here to $7, and I'm gonna get in again. Compass, COMP, look good, but you need to be getting in during the consolidation here. We don't want to be getting up here. We want to get during the consolidation. All right. TDoc, or Teledoc. This is a nice setup. This got setup potential. Everyone, make sure you put down your watch list TDoc. Daily is lining up nicely. Like we already wicked off the level of support. Sorry, the previous resistance. We wicked off that level as a new level of support. The 4 hour, yeah, we're starting to see some good bullish momentum. TDoc looking good. TDoc looking good for calls, and this looks like the entry right here. You need to pull back a little bit because it's up 5% today, but it's a good call. RX, what RX is? What is this? Recursion Pharmaceutical. Pharmaceuticals, I don't really rock with them like that, but let me see the chart. Weekly overextended. Oh, someone already mentioned this to me because I clearly analyzed it. Needs to come down a little bit. It's up high. 4 hours nice though. 1 hour's a little bit bearish for me because could double top on the hourly, come down quite a lot. It's $9.24. Yeah, I like it though. Anybody else got one stock? I'm gonna take one more just because I want to be nice. Hourly on hood, 4 hour on hood, daily on hood. Then when you see the daily, you're like, oh, it's not that bad. You kind of realize, oh wait, Hims did the same thing. Don't worry. I'm gonna give you guys one more stock because Knowledge Kev dropped hella stocks. So I like that though because if you're here, you might as well drop the stocks. RKLB might got more down potential right now, but the weekly is saving us. Daily though, 4 hour, they're leaning bearish. 4 hours a lot more bearish, but we could bounce on the 200 MA right here. Daily though, looking bearish. Look like we could be falling a couple dollars. That'd be another 6 or 7% drop. Hourly's nasty, but hey, you zoom out, we can come down to $17, $18. That's fine. We can come down to $20. When we start uptrending again, we'll get in there. We'll trade it up to $32. I'm gonna give you Nike just because I like this stock. Nike, yeah, you see my price targets. You saw. I know you also saw my tweet. I said I'm gonna just read it out for you guys one time for the one time. Because Nike is easy money right now for long term players. Nike is easy money. I said Nike sell off this week was interesting. This was last week. This could be $100 stock by the end of the year. Currently $68.68. Current guess it's my time to load up. So yeah, that tells you everything. Nike is not supposed to be nowhere near there. Nike's not supposed to be nowhere near there. Nike's supposed to be up here, 79. We we gapped up. We've had 5 green days and out of the last 6 green days. That's fine. We gapped. We pushed up. Let's see if we can beat those previous consolidation level, previous resistance as well. Let's see if we can break over that. But yeah, I wouldn't mind trading Nike to $80 when we finally break this level. You remember we traded Nike back in, I think, December, and we killed it. You guys remember that? So we could just do the same again. So that's it, everybody. Appreciate it. If you haven't checked out the Stock Option Starter Pack already, you need to check that one out. It's got 10 different videos, 3 hours worth. Tells you the ins and outs of stock options, tells you how I trade, tells you different trading strategies, how to sell covered calls, which I might start doing on Palantir, by the way. I might start selling covered calls on Palantir and Exxon as well, ExxonMobil. It tells you how to make money in different ways, trading strategies. It tells you the terminology, the Greeks, implied volatility, time decay, all that kind of stuff, and more. So again, check out the Option Starter Pack. Either way, make sure you guys come in come in next time for the next session, and we're back tomorrow to the markets. But you'll all be good, and yeah, hope you guys have a great evening. Appreciate you guys. Peace.